Our theme this evening is From Strength to Strength, We Strengthen Each Other. Every time we come to the end of one of the books of Torah, we say, Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened. Our theme this year is a reflection of the sentiment that we have seen from this community. We are strong, and we are stronger together.
If anyone had told us last year that we'd be sitting here doing this virtually again this year, we never would have believed it. We know it's been a difficult time for our community, and we hope that you've come through this healthy and somewhat financially stable. Temple has certainly stepped up to the plate to make all of its programs wonderful and giving us something to do.
We are so proud of our amazing staff who rose to the occasion and kept everything running without missing a beat.
Throughout the pandemic, we've seen our highest participation levels ever, from Shabbat services to high holidays and everything in between.
Things such as Zoom, things such as live streaming, which we already had been doing, we went from already providing to really providing and embracing. Because of offering our classes on Zoom, we were able to connect with congregants, family, and friends, not just here in San Diego, but literally across the planet. It allowed us to broaden the reach of our Temple Emanu-El family, our Temple Emanu-El course offerings, and our synagogue community to people who are living in the Pacific Northwest, to people who are living on the East Coast, and to people all the way over in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka.
The past year forced us to really refocus on what are the most important things that we do. What is the role of a rabbi in a community? And for us, it was all about making sure that people were staying connected to each other, to this place, because we know how isolating it could be. And that we could be a source of comfort and a source of strength for people, as they found joy and meaning in staying connected to this place, in continuing to learn, and in continuing to be friends with each other.
We think Emanu-El did some amazing things to keep the community together. And one of the things that seems like a particularly inspired idea was moving the Torah school electives online. The kids being able to play and see each other over Zoom was awesome.
I played D&D with other kids, and I also did art and podcasts, and it's been awesome.
To have high holidays online has been wonderful. Same with Friday night services.
I have heard from numerous people throughout the year that although they knew we offered live streaming, they had never really checked it out. And now, Rabbi, it's so amazing. We can be safely at home. We don't have to fight traffic on the 8 and be stressed on Friday night, and we still have the same connective experience that we had before. Why didn't we try this sooner?
So we did a number of drive-through experiences as well. We set up a sukkah and let our people drive through it, and they got to shake the lulav and do all the Sukkot mitzvot, which was so much fun. We did something for Simchat Torah. People got to dance with the Torah, and I think most significantly was the drive-through Purim experience. I had a group of volunteers in the Purim committee, and they were so committed to doing something to bring our community together. And what they did was amazing. They set up tables with the games. People came and dressed up in their costumes. They got to throw water balloons as me when I played Haman, and Rabbi Devorah told the story like 50 times, which totally burned out her vocal cords, but she was a trooper and she did it anyway. And people loved it. It was just a moment of joy, a moment of connection. What we've done this year is all about connection.
Shalom, everyone. I've had the pleasure of being the chair of the Temple Emanu-El COVID-19 Task Force Health and Safety Committee. It's been my pleasure to make sure that the preschool and the Torah school kids have been able to be on campus safely.
We knew we needed to be in person, and we had to figure out how we would make it happen. We knew that we had to offer online options, and I was so nervous, but our teachers, when I told them what we needed to do, they said, okay, we'll figure it out. And they did.
My teacher, Sarah, teaches us arts and crafts in a very, very fun way. And when we learn Hebrew, it feels like we're not learning anything, but we are.
One of the biggest challenges that we had early on in the pandemic was that we sometimes had more volunteers than we had volunteer opportunities. It was incredibly gratifying to see the number of families who were calling and saying, Rabbi, my kids want to help. We want to help. I want to help. Who needs help in our community? Who can we go and serve?
Whether it was preparing all of those boxes that we sent home to the congregants, whether it was driving, whether it was just helping each other out, like people who needed help going to the grocery store, needed help with odd jobs around the house. People stepped up, and every single time we asked for volunteers, people showed up, and sometimes even more than we could have asked for.
We are strong, and we are stronger together. Not because we were born that way, but because we have chosen to be this way with each other and for each other.
Now it is our responsibility to really ensure that we will move Michayil L'Chayil from strength to strength, that past generations were here for us. There's an old story of a person who planted a tree which would bear fruit long after that person had died, and now it is our responsibility to make sure that there is a strengthened community for the future. I know that all of us participating tonight in this gala are really here because we care and we love this congregation, and we wanted to see it grow for the future, for our children, for our grandchildren, for all those who will enter these walls and enter this community. We want to move continually from strength to strength.
This is our last year as your temple co-presidents, and our wish is to go out with a bang, making this the most successful Temple Emanu-El fundraiser ever. Presidents out!